Hello everyone, this is Andrew Blumhart from Laser Wars in Bloomington, Illinois. We're a mobile laser tag business. We bring the excitement of laser tag to outdoor and indoor parties and events all over central Illinois. Today I want to introduce you to our new gaming system and to the Laser Tag Pro equipment that we use and get you up to speed on how to use the equipment, give you a chance to get a heads up on learning the equipment before the event. So this is the Battle Rifle Pro. From an aiming standpoint, it's very simple. Hold it across your chest with the back end towards your preferred shoulder. Reach your arm around, put your hand on the pistol grip, one hand underneath here, and then you can roll right into looking through the red dot sight. So that format seems to work very well for people. Gives you a place to rest your head. You can kind of just rest your head over on the headrest for good aim. All the equipment comes with a rubberized protective cover, and it's an orange cover for when we do outdoor venues so nobody mistakes us for doing anything other than playing a game. And we have 3 target sensors right above the barrel. You're going to shoot the players on the front here or on the sides. That's what you're aiming at, the players. The LED lights on the side here will indicate the team. We have 6 different team colors available, 6 different teams that can play at once. Typically we play 2 team games. But there are up to 6 different colors. But again, the sensors are right above the barrel. That's what you're going to aim at. And you'll find from a cheating standpoint, the only thing we really don't allow is covering the sensor with your hand or touching other players. You will find, despite the idea that maybe you might feel that you're missing a vest or a headband, really just the sensors alone is very effective to enjoy the game. So just because the sensors are here and you can't cover them with your hands does not mean you have to expose yourself to being eliminated. You can hide the sensors, you can play strategically with your gun placement, but if you're aiming and shooting another player, your sensors are going to be exposed and that's when you're going to get shot at. But sometimes people have challenges getting off of the respawn point without getting eliminated or getting to their objectives, and a great way to do that is to not expose your sensors unnecessarily. A lot of times when I'm playing, if I respawn, I'll immediately kind of go to a crouch position, protecting my sensor strategically till I get to the position where I want to be at. That'll really give you a big heads up and advantage in the game. Also, there's an orange reload button on the side. Reload button will reload your magazine or your clip. All the different gun modes, there's about 20 plus gun modes, and those modes keep getting created more and more. We have, at a minimum, 20 different gun modes. And each one has a different range capability, a different magazine size, a different speed, different reload delay, all kinds of factors that go into making each game mode really unique. One thing you'll want to know is that reload button will get you a fresh clip before you go into a head-to-head with another player. Currently, we're using automatic reload, which is a feature that allows so that when you hit an empty magazine, first time you pull the trigger, it will automatically reload the next magazine. That helps with the younger players, and it helps who might have a challenge remembering to use the reload button. And it also kind of changes the game a little bit. But if you want to go into a head-on-head engagement, you want to remember to go into that engagement with a full magazine, because that reload delay, when that kicks in, that's really going to make the difference between winning and losing when you're going head-to-head with another player. Because if you hit your reload cycle and they still have ammo in their magazine, chances are they're going to take you down. When you get eliminated, you're going to hear an alarm for about 6 to 8 seconds. That indicates that you've been eliminated. The gun will quit functioning, and you either automatically respawn after a set respawn delay, or you'll go to something like this respawn point here to get additional health. Every gun has an avatar name or a call sign. This is Cobra, for example. When I eliminate another player, that player's LCD screen is going to say, you were eliminated by Cobra. On the reverse side, when Cobra eliminates somebody, it's going to say, hey, you just eliminated Blade. And I'll demonstrate in a moment. Also, when you eliminate another player, you're going to hear a sound like a shell casing falling on the concrete. That gives you an instant kill confirmation or elimination confirmation in the middle of the game that you eliminated another player. A couple other quick tips. We do have an automatic health restoration feature set to 8 seconds. So if you take damage and you get low on health, especially if you get down into the 10 to 15% health point range, your gun will start making a panting noise. You'll hear something like a heartbeat. That is an audible indicator that that you are going to run into problems. or that you're almost out of health. So when that happens, you can hide for 8 seconds, or if you avoid taking damage for 8 seconds, you'll hear a power-up noise, and that's indicating that you're getting your health back. Also, all the game modes start off with a shield feature that's not displayed on your screen in terms of health. The shield just gives you a little extra oomph when you come off at the beginning of a game or after you're reinserted into a game. When that shield amount is depleted, your health points will then start to decline. And when you get that restore feature, the health restore only restores your primary health and not your shield. But you'll be able to see on your screen your current health points. You'll be able to see on there your ammo status. Also, when you get assigned a new gun mode, the name of that gun will briefly display on your screen. And so it really makes it interesting. So again, you're going to have that call sign. This is Cobra. At the end of the game, we've got a score screen here that's going to tell us all kinds of stats about who took the most hits, who had the most damage, who had the highest accuracy. And the way you'll know that is through your call sign. So you want to remember your call sign for bragging rights purposes, if anything. Also, at the end of the game, you're going to get scoring statistics on your screen. It's going to tell you how many times you were eliminated, how many kills you made, and your accuracy and your kill streak. Your streak is the most eliminations that you made in a row during the course of your game. So a lot of times people come off with a 2, 3, sometimes 4 or 5 kill streak in a game. If you have something much higher than that, you're really killing it. And so then other than that, I'd say, from a gameplay standpoint, aiming is incredibly critical. The red dot scopes, we try to keep them dialed in, but they do take a beating, and it's possible that your red dot scope might not be perfectly aligned. So you want to kind of use a combination of both your red dot scope, line of sight, and a little bit of intuition. If you're using the red dot scope and you're aiming dead center in here and you're not hitting it, you might want to start adjusting a little bit. But once you get that dialed in, you're really going to start being able to eliminate players from 100, 200, 300 feet away without a problem. Most of our arenas aren't that big, but you'll have no problem going from one corner to the next. And anyhow, aiming is critical. Learning to aim, learning to recover your health, reloading your ammunition before you go into a head-to-head battle, not exposing your sensors unnecessarily. Also, I highly recommend keeping tabs on who on the other team is really kind of a nemesis or a top player. If you can keep those top players on the enemy team pinned down, it really helps for your total team experience. Also, you want to focus on kind of get a feel for when you're being fired upon. You'll feel your gun will respond when damage is taken, and you want to look around for your arena. It's really hard sometimes to tell when that sniper from 100 feet away is shooting at you from a hidden position. So you want to kind of keep that situational awareness to help your game. So very quick demonstration here. I'm going to start a game mode. You hear the guns all start up. All right. So here behind me is a respawn point. When you eliminate another player, as I'm going to do here, you hear that little shell casing sound indicating an elimination. And in a respawn round, this player would go back to their home base, and just as this did, that beacon respawned the gun. So in many games, you go back to your home base, you get more health, but oftentimes you come back to these beacons to get power-ups, different gun modes, or even points, depending on the game mode that we're playing. So again, it's just pull the trigger to shoot. Also, you want to know these up and down arrows, the side arrows on the screen. They do have some functionality in the game. The side arrows, the forward and back, tend to be more menu driven to show during different times in the gameplay. They'll be active so that you can view different things in the menu. But the main thing you want to know is the up and down arrows. Those will initiate a weapon swap. So every game has a designated secondary gun mode, and you can do that weapon swap, and then you get that secondary gun mode. We'll kick in. Just eliminated a bunch of players there. So anyway, this is Andrew from Laser Wars in Bloomington, Illinois. We really look forward to having you at our events, and hopefully that information will give you kind of a leg up during the first round or two of those games. I'll tell you, within the first couple of rounds, all the players are usually pretty up to about the same playing level. But if you want to hit the ground running, thank you for your time. Again, thank you from Laser Wars.